So Season 10 is upon us, and with that we've received a new map variant, Deadeye Oasis. In my review of the original map ages ago, I gave it a 6, since I wasn't a huge fan of the sand aesthetic, and it was overall pretty bland. Has this new map variation fixed those woes? Let's have a look. Right out the gate, this might be one of my favourite skyboxes to date. It's visually stunning while still being easy on the eyes. The sunny side is a little overpowering and I think might be a little distracting, but that's not an issue on lower settings. Overall, I like how each side is differentiated and is also used to emphasise the standard team colours as well. The slow and smooth aurora on the blue side is really well done, even if it's a bit hard to appreciate during gameplay. The scenery is a major upgrade from the standard Deadeye Canyon. There's much more variation of colour, and it's also much easier on the eyes compared to the brighter sand textures. The surrounding area is surprisingly dark, which I think is a good touch. It prevents nearby objects from being too distracting. Lowering the settings now, we see that they've done a really good job of stripping any fat away while retaining the overall mood of the surroundings. Do lose that extra dash of colour from the flowers and whatnot, but the overall colour scheme is practically untouched. Looking at the pitch now, and why it's definitely better than the flat sand of the default canyon, I'm not completely sold on the lotus theme. I think that especially on the ground, it can be a little noisy, like there's a bit too much going on. The grass on the pitch also doesn't blend very well at the walls. I don't know what it is, but it kind of looks like the walls are clipping into the ground or something. It doesn't help also that certain parts of the walls have lighting that the grass seemingly isn't affected by. In the end, this is fairly minor stuff for a pitch that is ultimately a significant markup from the standard version. One thing I do appreciate is how well lit the pitch is. A complaint I had with Fire and Ice was that the pitch was far too dark for what was going on around it, but this isn't an issue here. It respects the time of day without rocking the boat too much and keeps things clearly visible. As I did with Fire and Ice, here's a quick comparison between Deadeye Canyon and this variant. Enjoy! Overall, I think they've done a fantastic job with this variant, and I think that it's an easy 9 out of 10. The overall tone of the map is executed wonderfully. It's expressive while also being restrained enough to be playable, and despite some minor complaints here and there, it's a huge improvement over the standard map. I think the designers at Sonic should be proud of what they've made. It's exactly the kind of thing that people have been looking for. Thanks for watching. What do you think about this map variant? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.